Today's video is all about the review for the Eco Nova Bidet. A bidet is a toilet seat that cleans you after you're done doing your business. You should definitely grab one. These things are amazing. This is the fourth bidet I am reviewing in my entire career. Definitely have some opinions about this one, so I want to let you guys know about them. Now, if you do get a bidet, you do need a plug nearby because it's powered, so you have to have that, and then it connects in there. The installation, I had my friend David help me, and he did it in no time. Maybe about 15 minutes, everything was set up. It's really, really quick. It's basically like a glorified, because you're changing the toilet seat basically. So you change the toilet seat and then connect the water and the power. You're pretty much done after that. Here's the remote, and you can mount it onto your wall. One thing I was worried about, I was worried that it was going to be kind of loose, because you can see it is kind of loose, but it's in there snug. I have never knocked it down, neither has anybody else. One thing I don't really like about the remote is that it's like gold-ish color. I wish it was either silver or white. It is made of metal though, so it kind of makes it feel premium. And it runs off if I'm not mistaken, a 2032 battery. And you just put a coin in there and twist it and you can replace it. So very easy to find those batteries. And I have to say that with bidet batteries, especially in the remote, I've had them in my 3 other bidets and never had a problem with needing to change the battery yet. And I've had them for multiple years. They last a really, really long time. Hopefully this one does as well. But you can see it has all the settings that you'd probably want. You can change the water temperature, the dry temperature, and the seat temperature. And all you're going to do is just press it. You can see that's the hottest, the least, or the off, I should say. You've got the cold, the middle one, and then the hottest. I'm fine with that. The dryer temp, I cannot handle the red. It's just way too hot. For me, I actually like it at blue. Seat temperature, your seat will be nice and warm. That's one of the great things about having a bidet is you also get a warm seat besides getting cleaned. You have a massage function, night light, which I'll show you in a moment. You can clean the nozzle just by pressing the button. Here's the settings you have. You have auto clean, posterior wash, dryer, and you can clean the front as well if you're a female. You can change the water pressure and the nozzle position just by pressing these to the left or the right, and that is it. One thing that this remote doesn't have, as you can see, is it doesn't have a setting to set, meaning you don't have customized settings on here. So if you have multiple users, some of them you could do that. This one unfortunately doesn't have it. For me, I'll be honest, doesn't really matter. I don't even really use it in my other ones really, but this again doesn't have it if you did need it. You get the branding right there for Novak. Now, you can see I have a night light. I'll turn the light off. And this is great. It's great. I mean, this isn't really a dark area that we go into, but you see it's got this nice bluish look to it, allowing you to see what you're doing with your business. This toilet seat does not automatically lift up, but to be fair, none of my bidets have ever done that. The higher end ones usually will do that if you need it to. Sitting on the toilet seat is completely fine. I don't hate it. I'm not overly in love with it. It's comfortable. It does its job. No complaints with that. We'll clean the nozzle next. So I'm going to press the button right here for the nozzle, and the nozzle will come out. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but it will clean it. It'll like drip water. Now I have to admit, I'm not really a huge fan of the auto clean feature on here. When it starts, so I've just pressed it. I'll tell you once it's gonna hit me. So in terms of the water getting to me, it takes about 5 seconds for the water to get to you. It's not terrible, but it's not my favorite feature. I don't know why. Sometimes it doesn't get me in the right spot. Sometimes it does. So I actually like just using the posterior wash, and then if I need to, I'll just use the dry function manually. But it does have that auto setting, but you can't change the auto settings. Like I said, there's no customization in it. It just kind of does what it does, but it'll go through that water function of cleaning you, and then it also does the dry function on here as well. But just make sure the dry function is not set to hot. That thing is crazy hot on here. Got to keep it to the middle or really the cold function, and I think you would be good at that point. Also, if you press the button in the middle, it will stop it, and it stops it instantaneously, no matter if you're drying or using the water. Also, with the water temperature, it will chain instantaneously from cold to lukewarm to really hot. Just by pressing it, instantly does it. Here's the dryer setting. If you just press it, you can hear it. It will just go, and it's not that loud, not super powerful as well. But again, make sure you set it to either cold or the middle temperature. The hot temperature is just way, way too hot. So the bidet goes between $6.99 and $7.99. The remote feels premium. Again, I don't like the color of it. I was also concerned with putting this in here and it falling, but it doesn't. I hadn't had that issue. I was just concerned that I would have that issue. Also, the temperature and the pressure are all really good. You can customize that with the way you like it by pressing the buttons on the remote. You can change where it's putting water on you as well. So overall, very good bidet. It doesn't have all the luxury features of automatic seat opening and different users and things like that. But if you don't need that, I think you'd be pretty happy with the seat overall. It's linked down below if you want to pick it up. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you down the road. Peace!